After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. One final time this season. Hi there, everybody. Joined by Brock Heward in the booth. I'm Kate Scott, and we have made it. The greatest game of them all, everybody. Welcome to the Super Bowl. And it really is the perfect crowning event for each and every NFL season, isn't it, partner? All the fanfare, the celebration of the week leading up to this game, and then in the moment, we see the two best teams in the NFL squaring off for this title.
Such a few fortunate players and coaches who are making a repeat appearance in this game on this stage, Kate. So many. This is the culmination of a dream that began a decade, even a couple decades ago, as a young player discovering their love for football. And for those first-timers, that's fine. Go ahead and take in this atmosphere. Just make sure you're focused when that ball is teed up and ready to go. Those dreams you had as a kid, well, they didn't end up with you losing this game. Oh, no. They ended up with you raising the Lombardi Trophy and calling yourself a champion.
Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Last two plays have been tremendously efficient for this offense. Get a good gain on first down that sets up 2nd and short. And then, like John Madden used to say, boom, that fullback moves the chains.
19 Tiger, 79 Broncos.
This time it's a passing play. Finds a man, right side. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Riley Moss with that tackle.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw. Able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10 now. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's taken down at the 30. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Pass is caught at the 9. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. On the ground, this is Isaac Garindo. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. They'll go right back to Garindo. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. It's Nix out of the pistol. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Garindo running between the tackles. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On third down, here's Nix. Complete. It's Ingram. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. On first and 10, here's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Now a give to Garindo. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Here's Garindo again. And his gain is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Garindo, they've got first and goal to work with. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. Trying an inside give to Garindo. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
So now, here's third and goal. From the gun, Garindo. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Broncos finish off their opening drive. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Broncos respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They'll run now on second down. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be... They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's second and 1. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one's complete right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. To throw, Milton. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. This is reeled in by Wilson. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. And it's the Cowboys. With it, 1st and 10. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing now from the gun. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Running for it again. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Nix with it on 1st. This is hauled in by Ingram.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and it forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Nix from the gun. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos earn the chance to tie before halftime. Nevis with a point after. And the Broncos tie things up at 14. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. It's complete. It's Javonte Williams.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. He'll throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos will start with it in the fourth after an interception to end the quarter. Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the give, it's Garindo. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He put everything he had into this one. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. Caught at the 10-yard line. It's a Denver touchdown. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of
and he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Milton back to throw. It's taken in by Lamb. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
19 tight. Here we go.
Now Milton to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
19 Lions.
Milton. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. Wilson's got it. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
That's complete to Wilson. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Shotgun handoff to Garindo. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a pickup of 11. And the Broncos will have a first down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18. Set, go.
On the carry, it's Garindo. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Looking to throw. He connects downfield on 4. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now Garindo. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Second and 3 now. They'll run. It's Garindo. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Working quickly here. They'll run here with Garindo. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Broncos push this to an 8-point game. Isaac Guerrero with the touchdown. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Broncos push the lead to 2 scores now. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Motioning him from the slot right. Another try following the sack. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and long for him here. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Here we go. Set.
A tight end in motion now. Desperation time here on 4th. That's caught beyond the marker. Maybe, but he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. To throw, Milton. Taken in by Harrison. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Hits his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense in the hurry up here. From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Motion left. They'll throw it again. Dump off caught by his back.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's 2nd and 7. He has room past the 25. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Escapes the pocket. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Touchdown, Dallas! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to just 2. We're down inside the final 90 seconds as they line up for the all-important onside kick. And this one's covered by the Broncos hands team. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
Now a give to Garindo, running left. And he gets this down to the 41 before being stopped. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. This is Garindo. Into the second level past the 30. And he gets this one down to the 27. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. He'll look to throw it.